All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakal Kadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Kabashai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kadash, the Holy Tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Barakim, Barakwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of Revelations 18 verse 1 to verse 4. That's going to be the title of the sit-down lesson. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 verse 1, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was like with his glory. Revelation chapter 18 verse 2. And he cried mighty with a strong voice, saying, right, the angel cried mighty with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is become a habitation of deceivers, and they hold every foul spirit in the cage of every unclean HATEF you have heard. Right, so the great angel saying with a loud voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen. And we're definitely going to see modern day Babylon the Great is definitely going to fall, because this is a future prophecy in Revelation the 18th chapter that we're going to see modern day Babylon's falling. As the angel was mentioned, he was saying with a strong and a loud voice, he was saying, hey, Babylon the Great is fallen. It's become a habitation of deceivers, and they hold every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean HATEF bird. That's what's going to be seen, in the times, once it comes into a full effect, as this is a future prophecy. Revelations 18 verse 3, for all the nations had drunken wine and wrath for fornication, and the kings of the earth who had committed fornication for with the merchants of the earth are waxed rich to the abundance of delicacies. Right, so all the nations had drunken wine and wrath for fornication, still to this day. Now we're starting to see the nations are rising up against her. Like it says, was that Jeremiah the 51st chapter, and that's what we're seeing, a future prophecy in the making of a modern day Babylon the Great is going to fall, because all the nations had drunken wine and wrath for fornication, even the leaders of the earth as well too. And still to this day, because this is a modern day spiritual Tower of Babel, and this is a modern day Babylon the Great. Revelations 18 verse 4, it says, verse 3, for all the nations had drunken wine and wrath for fornication, and the leaders of the earth who had committed fornication for with the mercy of the earth are righteous to the abundance of delicacies, Christ to this day. Revelations 18 verse 4, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. Right, a chariot of the angel speaking of a future prophecy. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. Right, an angel of a chariot that was speaking to the Israelites. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that she be not partaker of her sins, receiving her plagues. Right, so the like-minded brothers and sisters of Yahweh Shai, the elders and apostles were Akim. It's going to come out of the ways of Babylon, and we not partake of her sins, receiving her plagues, because the sins and plagues of judgments that the Heavenly Father is going to send upon modern day Babylon the Great. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying, as we definitely seen the future prophecy in the making of modern day Babylon the Great is going to fall. As we know, the Heavenly Father is coming back with fire to rain fire on modern day Babylon the Great. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of Revelations 18 verse 1 through verse 4, and that was the title of the sit-down lesson. So hopefully this was edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kadash, the Holy Tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Akim, Akwaf. Till next time, I would say Shalom.